back to the channel. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around for a while. Well, the rain's finally holding off well enough. We're gonna start getting some windrows down so we can start chopping. I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna head down there. Mark already started cutting with that new Discbine. He's with the 7410 tractor. This is 7460 Discbine. This isn't no slouch. This was the one that we've used most of our hay cutting for the last 4 or 5 years. This is that 4240 Dad got at an auction, I think it's last year, and turned out to be pretty good. Put a new AC compressor on it, and we tightened up, put some weights to hold it down a little bit, but we're gonna see how it ran. We've ran a sickle bar with this before, but never a Discbine, so we're gonna see everything's all tightened up, and let's hit the field. Listen to how this tractor starts. That thing's been sitting here for about a week. Yeah, we'll get this hay down and I'll finish servicing them wagons, and that silo will be ready to be cranked up. Greg's going around this fence. That's my younger brother. He's gonna get this ready for pasture to be ready to let some of these heifers out of one of them heifer barns. That's right around behind my house. So then we'll put a bull out there in another month or so. We're making our entrance. We just came in at the end of the lane. You can see some tire marks on the bottom of this field where he's cutting in a little bit, but not bad. Tiled hay field. Look at them windrows. And there he goes. He's heading down, getting that a big headland for us so we can turn. No issues. Getting out of the tractor. I got to make sure this mower's set so it's piling up like this in a windrow. We don't want to lay it out. We want it to look like this. Yeah, and that's all the way up, and then it'll shoot up and funnel through these tunnels. And away we go. 2 Discbines in the field, first time ever. The tractor's handling this Discbine very nicely. Only running in C2. 2,000 RPM. Making a turn here. Mark just passed us. He's going around this field six times, so we have ample room. Missed the part. Power shift. Now you can see we don't have GPS running with these mower tractors, or any tractors for that matter, but what you do is you just straddle that windrow. It'll put you right on. See that right there? We're knocking her down in a late 70s tractor. And that Discbine's probably a 2012 Mark's rig. Mark's got about a 2005 tractor and a brand new Discbine. Making a turn. You guys that don't farm, see, we're cutting this, we're going to chop this and put this in the silo, and then we'll cut this back down. In 30 days it'll grow back. 30 days after that, hopefully we'll get 4, sometimes 5 cuttings. About as relaxing as it gets. When I get to the end of the field here, I won't touch the throttle. I'll just kick this down to C1. See, hear that, feel that? And I'll get ready and pick up early. See, we're up. Keep it in stride. I'm bumping over these big windrows. I can feel it. And I'm starting to turn this machine as I'm turning with this hydraulic lever. Watching. Then I got to get lined back up. We're gonna put her down. Here she comes. Down we go. Power shift up. And away we go. We're doing it again on this end. Power shift down. Up. Turn and swing. You can see we're getting quite a bit done here. These Discbines are nice. We're turned. And you'll see me, I'll shift my seat. Now we're looking to the left here. Right stride. Power shift. Meeting in the middle. Here comes Mark now. I don't know how well you can see that, but he's coming over and I'm coming over and we're going to meet. And this field will be wiped out. Hi, Mark. About to the end of the field. Mark's going to go down and grab the rest. I had a spot where it was pulling a little bit. I'm going to take a look at this. Pulling, like it's almost like we're missing a blade or, you know, one of them knives. Got them shined up now. Good, good. Good. Now they're good. Everything's in place. There's one there, one there. There's two on each one. Yeah, I don't know what it was doing. Yeah, first time using this tractor. Pretty impressed with it. You know, the reason why that's a heck of a 16-foot wide Discbine. No chump mower. Look how wide they've got them wheels, these axles spaced out as far as possible. Excellent stability, and look at even the rears. Way out there. Wide base. Yeah, she's gonna dry now. Once you get this cut, it dries. Dries like you wouldn't believe. Feel that wind, breeze? We'll catch Mark on the way back, get a load of that new Discbine. Wow, I thought this thing was bad to the bone. That thing was wicked. You've seen it. Chops it down, throws it in the windrow. And we're back up. Roof's going on. Going all black here. Guys are making great progress. Rocking out. I think they're on lunch. Heifers are going out to pasture. Got these barns blocked off. See, she just got hit. They don't know what electric fence is, but they're about to find out real quick. Got extra guys hanging around these fences so they don't go through it, tear it down. Blocking the alleys with a gate, because when they see a funnel like this, they'd be more apt to run through it. They're settling in. Here it comes around. Lance over there pulling up more fence posts. Morning. Here's where we let them out. You see they're hanging out. They want back in. They don't know any better. And these guys are jealous. How you doing out there? chocolate. That's a nice heifer. We got a lone wolf out here. Look at her. That's a nice heifer. They don't know what to think of this. Nope. That's a fence right there. Go around. Oh, I see. She sees her. No, no, no. Yeah, she's seen her on that corner, and it, you know, that fence, they probably can't see that as well. You want to clean that pen with Lonnie? Oh yeah. Heifer barn? Yeah, get it cleaned, and then I'm going to keep feeding and start checking wagons over. Sounds like a plan. Heifers seem content. They're going to let them be. If they go through it, we'll just keep an eye on them. By the end of the day, they'll probably settle in. Hopefully they get over by my house, start laying down. But I just told Lance, him and Lonnie, need to clean a heifer pen. There's about six or seven of them pens. You got to about clean one every day to stay on top of it. You know, with this heat coming, we don't want crappy pens because then the flies will move in. Isn't that better? Clean pen, another load of manure. Chopper wagons, all the same. Two of them which aren't tandem, but nonetheless. So we've got 5 of them ready. We're going to do a 6th one. There's still 3 more in the barn. We're getting there. Lonnie and I have been working on these. He's greasing and checking over the main part. There's probably like 10 or 11 fittings in here alone. And if you guys don't know much about these wagons, they're made in the 80s. They were made so good and so effectively with shear pins everywhere that John Deere quit making them because people weren't buying new ones. You know, you wouldn't believe it. This wagon's like 40 years old, but we've got some of the best ones that are out there just because Dad's been auction hunting for most of his life. So let's check it over. He gets the grease fittings down here on the running gear. While he greases, I took this plug out. I checked the gearboxes over. Full. Then you just look and make sure all these chains are tight. All these bearings are in place. Then under here, this pan looks good. See that? That's a new bearing that was probably replaced last year. We'll grease the PTO. Make sure all the tires are at 36, 40 pounds. And he's getting the bearings in the back that run this apron chain. Love to hear that. Airing it up. kick this feeder on to feed these cows a little more. I'm going to take you inside this silo and show you everything I've done to it. We're about ready to crank it up and start filling this one. First thing I wanted to do was I put a new motor on this. This is a different motor. The other one on there, we replaced it when it was up in the air. This was corn silo, just going to be haylage now. So it takes a real good motor to turn that haylage. Once it gets down about halfway, this feed will be so packed in there. So and it was working, but it was drawing real hard. So I replaced the motor, and I wrote on the other one, corn silage only or grain. I replaced this bracket. This is like an idler pulley and bracket for the bull wheels for this to turn. And then I was inspecting more of these cables. I replaced all these cables on this tripod because they probably were original. The cables were starting to blow. And then I took this lid off. There's these paddles in here. You have to free them up so when it turns, it kind of like boom, boom, just like that motion. Took them, had to beat the heck out of one with a rubber mallet. It wasn't even funny. I mean, it was like an all hour straight. Took the top of this collector ring off. There's 4 bolts, and I cleaned inside of there. There's 2 grease fittings on each side, and then there's one, it's like right there. So what I did was I brought it in there. This thing was turning kind of hard. See, look at it now. It wants to turn easy because it needed to be clean. So she's gonna be ready to fill. We're gonna crank it up and we'll get started. We're back home. Heifers are starting to move in, finally getting comfortable. Move in around my house. There's 5 of them. Oh, we're scaring them, Grant. They're just not comfortable yet. The white ones aren't. What do you think? Like cows? Guys, thanks for sticking around the end of the video. Yeah, we got that new Discbine Maiden Voyage. That thing's a mean machine. So we got a lot of work ahead of us now. Time to get them silos full, get that hay off the fields, first cutting. We're a little late, but we're gonna get it. And I'm about out of hay any day now, so it's right on time. Hey, update, Rochelle's about 8 months pregnant. We're getting there. Another girl coming, if you didn't know, if you haven't been following along. So very excited about that. Lots going on, extremely busy, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna take care of everything. Got the cows out on pasture, those heifers, so those will be the new stock coming in 9 months. We'll be putting a bull out there probably in another couple weeks. I just wanted to get them acclimated, settled down in there. So those are right behind my house, so me and Grant will be sitting out there at night. On that note, everybody take care. Farm Focus for a shirt, hat, tumbler, if you're into that. And see you in the next video. God bless.